Welcome back to Searchlight. It's August 11th. We've got two shows across two cities in two states today, plus another Wake of the Flood outtake from Sausalito. Let's begin. We'll start in 1973, Sausalito, picking back up on those Wake of the Flood recording sessions. This is another demo like Loose Lucy that was recorded during these sessions, but would actually come out on From the Mars Hotel the following summer. But this song is unlike any song in the Grateful Dead's catalog. It was only played 10 times live, all in 1995. Unbroken Chain, a song written by Phil Lesh and Bobby Petersen. Now, we've mentioned Petersen briefly on the broadcast, and while he's only credited on a handful of Grateful Dead songs, his influence is much, much greater. In fact, in a 1981 interview with David Gans, Phil Lesh said that it was Petersen who first turned him on, and not just to marijuana, but to practically everything he knew. The two met in the late 50s, early 60s at the College of San Mateo, where they were roommates and apparently spent their spare time studying beat poetry, James Joyce, and reading Henry Miller aloud to one another. And it was Petersen, 4 years older, that helped submerge Lesh deeper into the avant-garde and push him further away from the mainstream. And while the Petersen songs are rarely played live, they're some of our favorites, especially Unbroken Chain, something that we have in common with David Portner, one of the founding members of Animal Collective. It was Portner who sampled and looped a verse from Unbroken Chain to use in the 2009 Animal Collective song, What Would I Want Sky? So what we want to do today is we want to play this demo that was recorded today in 1973 by Lesh, and we're going to play the specific verse that Animal Collective samples and loops in their 2009 track. So first, let's play the demo by Lesh, and then we'll play a bit of the song by Animal Collective, What Would I Want Sky?
Willow sky, I walk and wonder why. They say love your brother, but you'll get it if you try. Roll you down the line, boy, drop you for a loss. Ride you down. Sky, go out, sky, go out, sky, go out, sky, go out, sky. Is everything alright? You feeling moldy? You feeling lonely? You're not the only. Is everything alright?
Real quick, folks, and we'll get back to the video. If you're enjoying what we do here at Searchlight and you want to support us, you can, of course, subscribe, but also become a Patreon for as little as $5 a month by scanning this QR code or using the link in the description. It will give you access to our exclusive Sunday Patreon shows. Back to the video. If you want to learn more about Unbroken Chain, we suggest you check out the Deadcast. Jesse Jarnow has dedicated an entire episode to this. It's fantastic. We've put a link in the description. Now let's go to Morrison, Colorado, 1987 for the beginning of this little Rocky Mountain tour here. Sadly, these three dates at Red Rocks would be the Dead's last. With the release of In the Dark in July of '87 and the popularity of Touch of Grey, the Dead were forced to play larger and larger venues. Of course, they were already playing stadiums in 1987, but if we look at the 32 venues they played in 1988, we'll see that only 4 of them are sub 10,000 capacity. Now, Jerry's a little low in the mix here, but we like this Let It Grow. We like this playing in the band China Doll sequence. We like this Going Down the Road Feeling Bad. That's what we want to sample. And is it just us, or is Jerry playing with just a touch more sustain here in '87? Let us know what you think. Let's have a listen to this Going Down the Road Feeling Bad. Let's go to Michigan, 1967 for night 1 of 2 here at the Grande Ballroom, the Fillmore of Detroit, a venue where the MC5 recorded their debut album in 1968, in a venue where Led Zeppelin and Sun Ra shared a bill on May 16th, 1969. Now, the Grande Ballroom is owned by a WKRN disc jockey, Russ Gibb. And if that name sounds familiar to you, it's because Russ Gibb is ultimately the one who started the rumor that Paul McCartney was dead. On his radio show in October of 1969, a caller called in claiming that Paul McCartney was dead. And instead of dismissing this, Gibb egged the caller on and even began playing Beatles records backwards to look for clues. This is a rumor that some still believe today, but it was so impactful in 1969 that a few weeks later, John Lennon actually called into WKRN to dismiss the rumors. So, since we don't have a tape from today's Grateful Dead show in 1967 from the Grande Ballroom, let's have a listen to the John Lennon call from October 22nd, 1969 with Russ Gibb on WKRN.
John Lennon, there is no doubt in your mind about the fate of Paul McCartney.
No, it's a joke, innit? I mean, Paul isn't dead, and if he was, we would have told you, We'd be the first to know.
So that's it.
He's got a baby. He's recording music for Ringo's film and producing Mary Hopkins, so he's very much alive.
Well, how do the rumors affect both of you at this point?
It's a joke to us. It's just a joke.
It's so hard to believe that something like this...
That does it for August 11th. 2 shows across 2 states plus 1 outtake in Sausalito. As always, thank you to our patrons for supporting the work we do here. We had some more tapers sign up over the weekend. A special shout out to Dr. Crow in Mobile. We're not sure if he's taking new patients, but if you're looking for dental work in Lower Alabama, you better go see him before he retires. We will see everyone on Thursday for our viewer appreciation show, where we'll be passing along more physical media to our astute and loyal viewers.